The rise of new car production technology is causing a major disruption in the automotive industry, and experts predict that it will completely wipe out traditional giants like GM and Ford. As electric and self-driving cars increasingly become popular, legacy car manufacturers are struggling to keep up with the pace of innovation. Is this the beginning of the end for these industry giants? Let's find out all the answers inside this video. So, you might have heard that GM could declare bankruptcy again. Well, that's what Elon Musk, the founder and CEO of Tesla, had to say. Initially, this sounded vague, and people took it lightly. But the fact is, he was right. In the present-day scenario, these legendary automakers, namely GM and Ford, are incurring more losses on the EVs they managed to sell, more than anyone could ever think of. And sadly, this situation is getting worse as the days pass by. Now, you might have some questions in mind. What are some ugly truths about GM and Ford? Where does Tesla, the giant automobile-making company, stand today? Is it undergoing a crisis too? Or the bad luck for GM and Ford turned out to be a golden opportunity for Tesla? Keep watching to know more. Are GM and Ford lagging behind Tesla? What's the reason behind the ongoing criticism? Though the current EV market is rapidly expanding with the new technology, spontaneous demand, and government regulations, but still stands comparatively smaller than the other fuel-powered automobile industries. But do you think this would stop the visionaries from expanding their horizon? No, right? You would be shocked to know that despite incurring millions of dollars in losses, General Motors made a whopping $35 billion in investment and aimed to sell 30 totally different electric vehicle models by the year 2025, and take a toll on Tesla, the king of today's EV market. But replacing Tesla, hiring only the best engineers, and using the top-notch advanced technology would at all be an easy job for GM, who's falling way behind in its EV projections. Bolt EV, EUV, turns out to be the only electric vehicle that General Motors presently sells, but is also at a loss. However, the sales of two models, Cadillac Lyriq and GMC Hummer EVS, generated profit, and its Silverado electric pickup is about to be released on sale later this year. But it still questions its sustainability for longer terms, considering its skyrocketing prices that make them less affordable by common men. That too in a market where Elon Musk's Tesla drops its prices every single day. On top of that, GM lost its market shares to rivals in the EV space last year. The recent turnover post the manufacturer of GMC Hummer is far more shocking, with the company making a dozen sales a day, far below the number they targeted. But here comes another plot twist. Although Hummer sales had been banned since October 2022 because of a major problem of water seeping into the battery pack, shockingly more than 80,000 people were on GMC Hummer waitlist. With over 1,000 sales as of February 2023, even the Cadillac Lyriq SUV had an unexpectedly slow ramp-up since production began in March 2022. However, amidst the chaos going on, GM aims to produce 36,000 Lyriqs in the US this year, which is still much lower than the practical numbers they desire to touch, and is expected to rise higher numbers in the second half of the year. According to the research conducted by the company Motor Intelligence, these numbers stand nowhere close to the king of the EV industry, Tesla, which sold over 250,000 models just in the US last year. What are Mary Barra, the CEO of GM, and other officials saying? Can GM achieve its dream of surpassing Tesla in the number of sales? The CEO of General Motors, GM, recently expressed her opinion on the company's progress, which left many people surprised, including Tesla CEO Elon Musk. While some believe that GM is moving backward, the CEO believes that the company has made significant progress and considers 2023 as the breakout year for GM. This perspective seems unexpected amid the current chaos in the automotive industry. A spokesperson for GM also stated that demand for their new electric vehicles, EVs, is strong and they appreciate the loyalty of their dealers and customers as they increase production. This is a positive indication for GM as they work towards overtaking and dethroning Tesla as the leader of the EV industry in the US and globally while generating high profits. However, this ambition is secretly monitored by rich investors invested in the outcome of this battle between Tesla and GM. On the other hand, Tesla is also determined not to give up its global market dominance. The company recently launched its highly anticipated Cybertruck, which has already gained attention from customers worldwide. This battle between Tesla and General Motors seems complicated as both companies are striving to lead the EV industry. While GM aims to take the top spot from Tesla, the latter is unwilling to give up its position easily. How this competition will play out in the coming years remains to be seen. Still, it's clear that both companies are committed to succeeding in this lucrative market. Now, how could the GM officials be so confident when the expected results are almost negative? Where is this confidence coming from? Is there a secret we don't know yet? Despite the expected negative results, GM officials remain confident and optimistic about their chances of success. The confidence stems from several factors. The imminent launch of their F-150 Lightning electric pickups, which will enable them to compete head-on with Tesla, their greatest rival, and capture a larger share of the global market. According to GM executives, the company has received an overwhelming response to their latest offering, the Cadillac Lyriq, with more than 200,000 people expressing interest in purchasing the vehicle and over 80,000 customers pre-ordering it at $100. A remarkable achievement that has further fueled their confidence. Furthermore, in late January, GM announced that they had solved their leakage problem and were ready to jump into the market and compete directly with Tesla. With production units being rapidly increased, GM is announcing a comeback with other new EV models this year, such as the Chevy Blazer, an Equinox SUV, and a Silverado pickup truck, making it all the more exciting and competitive. The company's strategic focus on expanding its electric vehicle lineup and addressing the challenges that have hindered its growth in the past has garnered the attention of rich investors, who have been secretly monitoring GM's progress and potential to surpass Tesla as the leader in the EV industry in the US and globally. GM's efforts to position itself as a key player in the rapidly evolving EV market and expand its portfolio of electric vehicles with competitive pricing and better features are generating excitement and interest among customers, dealers, and investors alike. As a result, the company's outlook is optimistic, and it appears that GM's confidence is well-founded. But can GM afford to handle all its drawbacks smoothly and have a fair fight with Tesla? Or will this be a short-lived success too? Jonathan Mason, a resident of Brooklyn, ordered an SUV from General Motors in September 2021. He received emails from the company stating that he would receive the vehicle by the end of 2022. But unfortunately, the company did not fulfill its commitment, which left Mason disappointed. This incident has created fear and concern among other potential customers, who may hesitate to purchase from a company that does not keep its promises. Despite General Motors' efforts to upscale itself, its production remains slower than projected, as stated by GM officials. The company needs to address these issues and rebuild trust with its customers to ensure they are confident in purchasing their products. Now the question arises, will they be able to execute their plan without failure, gain customer satisfaction and trust, and go all the way to taking a toll at Tesla? Do you think GM could even gain any market attention when the global market has already gone crazy over the Tesla Cybertruck? Even though GM comes up with really exciting EV concepts, it would be more difficult replacing Tesla from the minds of the people than from the market. Don't you think so? It seems almost impossible to predict who would take over the world by storm really quickly. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and do not forget to subscribe to the channel for more insightful content.